How's everybody doing tonight? Yeah, I've had a much better evening than I've had in a while now, and got a lot of time to talk to them and to them. um, the, the the lesson tonight, what I'm supposed to talk about, is these hard to reach cases. You guys that really don't see it yet, you see the stories and you see everything that's the movie or whatever, and you still don't quite get it. See, here's the gig. You gotta want it. You gotta ask. You know, in the old days we called it baptism, but today it's just you gotta ask. You gotta want to be eternally living forever. And if you do, and you ask Him, He'll open your eyes and He'll make you understand that it really is a simulation. You're on His holodeck. And when you die, you'll be on a new holodeck. You'll be judged. And if you're good, you're going to get there. You're going to go on in, and it's going to be forever. You will be 20 forever. Or the equivalent, you know. Some go younger than that. It's whatever you want to do. It's most do somewhere between 18 and 20. But and it'll be a different type of life, different physics. It's just like I've said in many of my shows that what it is like up there. But there's still so much more that we can't see. We don't understand because we don't understand the physics of up there. But to believe and to know that you have an eternal life, you still have to ask for it. You still have to say, okay, show me, Father. I want to believe. What does this mean? And you'd be surprised. He'll show things in your day that'll make you realize, okay, yeah, this is it. This is what the meaning of life is. You need to take the time to find those answers. If you don't, you're still going to be confused and you're still going to be lost because He's not going to lift that shield without you asking. If you don't ask, it won't happen. And for some of you, I mean, it's real easy for the guys that are working at Walmart to see this because they've always hoped that there was a purpose in life, that there was a reason that they've been tormented all through boot camp, because that's what you're in, His holodeck boot camp. But the people that have successfully navigated boot camp and have played the greed world and chased profit and money, it's hard. It's hard to realize you were selling your soul and that you were literally putting yourself in a situation where you won't have an eternal life. So, yeah, learning that all your life has been pretty much a waste and that you really did have a misconstrued vision of what the meaning of life was. It takes a minute, especially the ones that really tried hard to chase the profit. Because after all, that's the wild, wild west was. Chase the profit. Become rich and successful. The richer, the better. The more power, the better. Turns out that's the wrong approach to life. And accepting that might take a minute. But you need to. All we want is for you to join us and realize you do have an eternal life. Now's your chance to turn that truck around and head north with the rest of us. So, However, we are going to be doing something later this week. Uh, Something that will start opening us up because we got to do that thing with the high school before the kids get out. They're almost graduating. Yeah, so we're coming up on a deadline that we have to get covered, and so we got something in the works for later this week to start that process and get us there. But I really want the rest of you that didn't quite grab this eternal life thing to take a moment and ask Him, reveal it to me. Show me what you mean. And as you ponder that, the thoughts will come to your head. That REM sleep, it really is your soul on the other side, connecting with the body that you're in, the vessel. It's not the vessel you're running around in. That's an avatar. That's why it's called avatar theory. Because in theory and in logic, you'll realize you're running around in an avatar that will die. And when it dies, you get born again and judged. Anyway, let's see what happens this week. See what how it goes. Obviously, the rescue isn't happening, so he says we're stepping our game up. I told you we was going to step it up, but at least it's not Crazy Train. That I love. That gives me hope. So I'm looking forward to doing something that's more meaningful and productive. And I hope that you take the time to ask the Father to reveal it to you. We'll talk.